The bottom of the ocean is teeming with marine life, some of which is thousands of years old. While we haven't explored most of these fragile ecosystems, bottom trawling, a commonly used fishing practice, can destroy these ancient species in a matter of hours, since it involves dragging weighted nets across the sea floor. Regrowing these marine ecosystems and their species after damage can take hundreds of years if they ever recover. That's why bottom trawling is currently banned in over half of US federal waters. But now, marine protections in the Pacific in particular are under attack, as President Trump plans to reopen roughly 500,000 square miles of previously protected waters there to commercial fishing. The European Union, on the other hand, has recently strengthened protections of vulnerable marine ecosystems. But enforcing those measures has been difficult, and some countries choose to openly disregard the rules, as evidenced by an international team of scientists who, using satellite data, identified illegal bottom trawling in Europe. Spain is the country that bottom trawled the most in vulnerable marine ecosystems, followed by Portugal and France, according to the findings. The researchers say that if no one's watching, protections can easily get swept under the rug. Regardless of legality, bottom trawling is also a climate issue, although there's still debate over how much emissions it releases. A paper published last year estimated the fishing practice releases approximately 370 million metric tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere every year. That's about the same amount of carbon dioxide needed to heat nearly 50 million homes annually, according to the EPA's greenhouse gas calculator. It's clear that the effectiveness of protecting ocean life depends on collective agreement from the countries involved, which, at least for now, doesn't appear to be happening in the EU. Spain filed an appeal to annul the marine protections, but the appeal hasn't been resolved and also faces legal action from several environmental organizations, along with other countries at fault. Despite increased regulations, bottom trawling continues to be a dominant method of fishing. Roughly a quarter of fish eaten globally are caught by this practice. It also has clear environmental impacts, particularly in vulnerable ecosystems. Given marine ecosystem protection rollbacks in the US and some European countries disobeying regulations, it sets a concerning precedent for conserving key marine resources in the future.